Good morning, Bobcats, and welcome to WBLS Morning News. I'm Miss Young. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me this morning. I want to welcome in Colson and Keegan from Miss Furman's class to say the Pledge of Allegiance for us.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, boys. Great job. Today is Friday, October the 14th, and it's Special Area Day 4. That's Special Area Day 4. Let's take a look at our weather forecast for this fantastic Friday. It's going to be beautiful today, throughout the weekend, and all into next week. Our high will be 85. Our low will be 58 with sunny skies all day and all throughout the weekend. But you guys better start looking for your your hoodies, your sweaters, your jackets, your closed-toed shoes, because by next Friday, it's really going to be chilly in the morning. It's going to be 39 degrees next Friday morning. So those open-toed sandals are not going to work. You're going to want to have something ready. We want to wish these Bobcats a happy birthday today. Happy birthday to Samuel in Mr. Ricky's class. Happy birthday to Amani in Miss Williams' class. Happy birthday to Jackson in Miss Stark's class. Happy birthday to Levi in Miss McDermott's class. We also want to wish George in Miss Davis's class and Josephine in Miss Kerner's class a happy birthday on Sunday of this weekend. If you see any or all of those children out and about, please make sure and wish them a happy birthday. A big thanks to Miss Kerner's kindergartners for helping us with the lunch menu this week. Give them a round of applause. Kindergartners, you did a stupendous job, and I appreciate your help. Just one last day. Can you help us out? Hey, Miss Kerner's kindergartners, what's for lunch today?
Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Kerner's class, back to tell you what's for lunch for Friday. Cameron, what's for lunch today?
It's chicken and cheese or grilled cheese.
Jameson,
You can choose from
broccoli or tomato soup.
broccoli or tomato soup.
Jordan,
Don't forget fruit and milk.
have a great lunch everyone.
Thank you once again, Miss Kerner's class. Miss Schmidt's class is going to be helping us next week to deliver the lunch menu. Now, just one last call, friends. These need to be turned in today. So if you have any hiding in your folder, in your backpack, if you stuck them in your library book as a bookmark, you need to get them out, and you need to let your teacher know so that they can get them to the front office so your coffee can be ordered, because you do not want to have promised somebody some coffee and then not get it. I promise you that. Hey, Boosterthon will be here in a little over 1 week, and we are going on a grand land adventure. Hey, faculty and staff and Buck Lake families, yesterday I asked if you have any pictures of you having traveled to the national parks and you'd like to share with us, just send it to Miss Young, and I look forward to sharing those, You're going to hear a lot about Boosterthon in a couple of weeks, actually about a week and a half, but Mr. Millard has already opened up the registration, so you can actually go on to mybooster.com and share. You can register, get your video made ready, and you can actually go ahead and share it out. Next week, we're going to talk a little bit. One of the projects that we're working to fund is a playground that would be inclusive for every bobcat, no matter. And so we are excited about that, and we hope you will join us in helping to bring that to our school. Hey, let's welcome Ms. Molnax for Terrific Kids.
Good morning and happy Friday, Bobcats. I'm here to share our Terrific Kids for the week, and we're going to get started with Miss Gregory's classroom, and we have Dylan Eminger. And this says, Dylan is an awesome student. He is always really kind to his friends and teachers. We love learning reptile facts from him. We are so happy that Dylan is a part of our class. Good job. All right, from Miss Kerner's room, we have Jackson Owens, and this says, Jackson is a ball of energy who loves to learn. Jackson has made a bunch of new friends and is fun to play with. Good job, Jackson. All right, next from Mrs. Darden's room, we have Brian Lynn. And this says, Brian is an amazing addition to our class. He is kind and thoughtful to his classmates. He is a hard worker, and he listens and follows directions the first time. He also makes us laugh with his sense of humor. Awesome. From Mrs. Shank's room, we have Lincoln Glover, and this says, Lincoln is our terrific kid. She is a hard worker and a kind friend, and she has a smile that lights up our room. Great job. From Mrs. Lazarus's class, we have Andrew, and this says, Andrew is polite to all of his classmates and goes out of his way to help all of his friends in class. He gets all of his work done when asked to, and he's respectful to the teacher. Great job, Andrew. All right, from Mrs. Munoz's room, we have Max, and this says, Max is a sweet boy that works hard to follow directions and make good choices. He is learning a lot in kindergarten. Way to go, Max. All right, from Mrs. Oschlager's room, we have Emrys Connor, and this says, Emrys is our terrific kid this week because he is always kind and helpful. Good job. From Mrs. McDermott's class, we have Anson Gay, and this says, Anson is a kind friend and a hard worker. Good job, Anson. From Mrs. Howell's room, we have Finley Melnick, and this says, Finley is an excellent leader in our class. She takes initiative and is highly motivated to reach her goals. She is a tremendous helper and can do a mind-blowing amount of cartwheels. Excellent job, Finley. I want to see that sometime. Good job. All right, next we have Mackenzie Wright from Ms. Moore's room. And this says, Mackenzie is an all-around terrific kid. She always follows our classroom rules and goes above and beyond. She is a sweet friend to all, and she always lends a helping hand. Mackenzie is a great role model to all of us, and your teacher's very proud of you, Mackenzie. Good job. From Miss Herlihy's room, we have Faith Brown, and this says, this week, Faith is Miss Herlihy's terrific kid. She's been working hard on her AR goal this week. Faith is a sweet student in class. Keep working hard, Faith. Good job. From Miss Williams' room, we have Leon's son, and this says, Leon enjoys learning new things each day. He participates in our class discussions and often teaches his teacher things that she didn't know. He's a kind friend to all, and your teacher's so glad that you're in her class. Good job. All right, from Miss Furman's room, we have Walker McMullen, and this says, Walker is our terrific kid this week. Walker is a reading superstar who already met his second AR goal. Good job. Walker is a great listener and always does his best. Keep it up. From Mrs. Schmidt's room, we have Graham Wilder, and this says, Graham was voted as our next terrific kid because he is kind to all, he works hard in class, and he loves to take care of the earth. Way to go, Graham. Good job. All right, from Mrs. Connor's room, we have Leora Yariv, and this says, Leora is our terrific kid this week. She is an outstanding student. Leora works hard and is a role model in our classroom. Good job. From Mrs. Ferris's class, we have Willow Walker, and this says, Willow was selected as this week's terrific kid. She is a super hardworking student who loves to learn. She always shows kindness to others and has an awesome sense of humor. Way to go, Willow. From Mr. Jones' room, we have Anastasia Yu, and this says, she is a great example to all of her classmates. Her friends say she is kind, helpful, and follows directions all the time, and we're so glad she's in our class. Also from Mr. Jones' class, we have Ariana, and this says, Ariana has become a great example of being a good friend to classmates. They have said that she's kind, she's always happy, and she's a good friend, and we're lucky to have her in our class. Good job. From Mrs. Doherty's room, we have Luke Radke, and this says Luke is a stellar student. He is always on task, he works well with others, and he participates in class. He is always willing to help a classmate, and his teacher appreciates him. Keep up the great work. Good job. From Mrs. Duricky's class, we have Cora Jones, and this says, Cora is a wonderful member of our class. She always works efficiently and is willing to help other students when they might be struggling. She is a confident student who continues to shine daily. You are terrific, Cora. Good job. From Mr. Griffith's room, we have Brooks Akos, and this says, Brooks is our super terrific student of the week. He is a class leader, and he works hard each day to complete his assignments. Keep up the super work. From Mrs. Akos' class, we have Jack Hansen, and this says, Jack is such a great student. He is kind, responsible, and always eager to learn and share his ideas with everyone. Way to go, Jack. And last but not least today, from Miss Bowie's room, we have Simon Gorniak, and this says, Simon has worked extremely hard adjusting to 5th grade. As a result of his hard work, he has kept up with his assignments and maintained good grades this 9 weeks, and your teacher is very proud. All right, that's a wonderful group of terrific kids. Stay tuned and you'll see all of their smiling faces. Enjoy your long weekend, Bobcats, and I will catch you next week with more terrific kids. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Mullinax. Well, that's all for today, Bobcats. Remember to purr. Be prepared, be upstanding, be responsible, and be respectful. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Have a great weekend, Bobcats.